Good morning, children. I was telling you about the properties of colloids. We discussed optical properties, discussed mechanical properties. Now, next are the electrical properties. All the colloidal particles carry charge. The presence of charge is necessary for the stability of colloid because due to these charges, colloidal particles do not come closer to each other and they do not convert into non-colloidal particles. The dispersion medium carry charges which are opposite to the charge present on colloidal particle. The colloidal particle may be negatively charged, they may be positively charged. All the metals like silver, gold, copper, they are negatively charged. So, arsenic sulfide, starch, gum, gelatin, clay, these are all negatively charged. Acidic dyes like Congo, etc., they are negatively charged. Then there are positively charged colloids, metal hydroxides, oxides, basic dyes, hemoglobin, all these are positively charged colloidal sourceware. Now question arises, from where this charge come on the colloidal particle? There are three theories. One is known by the name of frictional electrification. This theory tells that due to the rubbing of colloidal particle with the particles of dispersion medium, there is a development of charge takes place. The second theory is known by the name of electron capture from air. Colloidal particle capture electron from air or they capture electron during the electrodispersion like in Bragg arc method. But the most acceptable theory is the preferential adsorption theory. This theory is used in the case of ionic colloids. Now there is a formation of any ion or the adsorption of any ion which is common to its lattice on the surface of colloids. Let me discuss this theory by taking an example. Suppose there is a Ki in excess and the reaction is taking place with silver nitrate. There will be formation of a precipitate of AgI from KNO3. Now, this iodide ion from Ki will adsorb at the surface of a precipitate of AgI and there will be formation of a negatively charged soul taking place. Now, if silver nitrate is in excess, there will be deposition of silver ion and there will be formation of a positively charged soul. Similarly, if the ferric chloride reacts with excess of hot water, there will be formation of hydrated iron oxide and there will be adsorption of ferric ion and it will be positively charged soul. And if the same reaction of ferric chloride is taking place with NaOH, there will be formation of hydrated iron oxide, NaOH in slight excess. So there will be the adsorption of OH negative at the surface of this colloid and it will be negatively charged soul. Now, this property is responsible for the creation of a potential which is known by the name of a electrokinetic potential or zeta potential. When the adsorption of any ion takes place at the surface of colloid, there is a formation of a charge layer. This layer is a fixed layer. This charge will attract oppositely charged ions from the dispersion medium and there will be a formation of a second layer which is known by the name of a diffuse layer or it is known by the name of a double layer. It is called Helmholtz double layer. There will be a creation of potential and due to this potential there will be the charge and this is known by the name of a electrokinetic potential or zeta potential. Now I will tell you about the next process which is known by the name of electrophoresis.